right?
Sorry, what was that, Scout?
You can mute sounds from Skype.
Yes, but it would take more effort, and I'm still trying to race through some other things. So, sorry.
Okay,
Carry
that's
on.
that is fine. Okay, so in his office then.
Yeah.
So
Security with his camera, and I have men in case something happens.
I suppose that Mizani would come over and knock on the door then. But I'm sure she would have some personal attendants with her, but I'm not sure if she's gonna bring them. Now she'll bring some, like a handmaiden or two. I'm getting stage right now.
Oh, okay. So you're there, you're knocking because I
Yes, so she knocks on the door.
enter.
Okay, so the door opens, and Nizani is a woman with relatively dark skin, not like African dark, but sort of like
Olive.
Like an
olive,
like Italian, Greek.
more
kind of.
more like Arabic or Native American.
Oh, okay.
She has fairly dark hair, and she's wearing basically she's just wearing Ministorum robes right now, but she's got her handmaiden with her. And what's Gallius's full name?
Gallius Victus.
Gallius Victus. Okay. So she would look up to the man sitting at the desk, and she would say, "Are you Gallius Victus?"
I am, and I take it you are Nizoni Sayen Scavolia?
Scavola.
I'm good. Skyvola.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's me. Okay,
This is on rather short notice. I was not known so far in line for headship. I was not expecting this to happen at this point.
she closes the door behind her, and she says, "They are interesting times right now.
Yes.
The Famulus are somewhat desperate for me to have a child. They haven't had one that satisfied them so far."
Yes. Always looking for the best capable child to lead the family. I understand.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, your family have any relationship with the Megara family?
Do we?
Sorry,
Out of
the
character,
what
asking.
family?
The Megara family, you know, that the matriarch family where he's had issues with in his backstory?
I doubt it, but
Not that you're aware of. No.
not that I'm aware of.
No, that
Okay,
either of you are aware of.
Nizani would hesitate for a moment and then quirk an eyebrow and say, "Not that I'm aware of. Why are you asking?"
Just a bit of bad blood between me and them.
Ah, yes. I perfectly understand.
Yes.
She eyes Gallius up and down, but less of a sort of flirtatious glance and more of a "what the hell am I dealing with" sort of glance.
Mostly, what you can't see a full, like, physical look of him. All he has is he's wearing basic arbitrator armor.
Mm-hmm. So that
All he
includes
has
a helmet.
Yes, but he has his helmet off at the moment. What you're seeing is just short crop, mousy brown hair. About like a 5 o'clock shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And what you see most interesting is appears to have been a tattoo of the Aquila on his left cheek.
Okay. This is awfully business-like for a meeting. I'm sorry this has been such short notice, by the way.
Yeah, it's no problem.
No, I expected something else, I suppose, but that's not bad per se, just strange.
Yes. Well, I am not well known with my family. My family does not. Being so far in line for leadership, I've more of a second thought more often than not. I am rather curious that your family would even be viewing mine.
It's no longer in my family's hands.
Hmm.
As I said, the Order Famulus has decided this meeting.
Seems
Yes, they seem to think that we will be compatible in terms of bloodline.
interesting. I find it strange. I am just a noble arbitrator of the Imperial Creed, and seems weird that I'm selected by such a well-known order.
Yes, well, I am not entirely familiar with their ways. I am
Not many are.
merely their servant. She says this somewhat resentfully.
He's gonna make mental note of that.
This awkward silence is now in character.
All right. Then,
VT sent me something. I'm just looking at it real quick.
of course, actually, that would be an excellent opportunity for basically a buzz to come over the Vox. Basically, it's just like a phone ringing, basically.
Oh, excuse me one moment, my lady.
Of
Yes?
You just
All
picked
right.
up the phone!
And it would be one of Gallius's underlings basically saying, Sir, we have a slight problem with one of the noble servants was caught stealing. However, he's claiming that his mistress ordered him to do so. Do you want us to bring this to Lord Proctor Wales' attention, or would you like us to bring the man to you directly?
Which noble family does he work for?
There's a moment of kind of background noise, and then he comes back and says, the Nakius family. I'll just spell that out for you here.
Does that family name ring a bell?
Both of you go ahead and roll your intelligence score for me.
Okay, hold on. Let me find it.
So
That too. Let's see here. Where is it? Warhammer.
Intelligence, you said?
Yep.
Is there a way to set a threshold in Neptals?
No, you'll just have to do 1d100, and we'll just pay attention to what the results are.
Okay, that's a basic success for me.
Since I have pure noble, could I get like bonus 10% to this?
No, and it wouldn't be a percent, but just flat.
I mean,
intelligence for now.
okay.
wow.
Yeah, that's way in mine.
Okay. So Nazoni doesn't know much about the current Nicaeus family. However, the name is familiar because it is. Let's take a quick look here on my map. There is a noble family known for in the Impesa Cuento subsector, where the capital of the entire sector is, and they are a kind of not terribly well-known noble family, but apparently they have very important works. Where building off of this with Gallius, the Nakius family generally don't come onto the cruise ship. It's beneath them, but one of their nobles she's in her early 20s. She is kind of breaking from the family moors and being a bit of an extrovert in ways that the family disapproves of. And she's a bit of a troublemaker.
Interesting.
That's no fun.
Okay. That's not good. Interesting. And what is this servant reportedly stolen?
Basically, just some minor trinkets from one of the other noble family's luggage.
And which noble family did he steal from?
He refuses to tell me. Do I have permission to beat him, sir?
Beat him, lash him. Do whatever you can to figure out exactly which family he stole from. I wish to know that before I bring this to the Lord Proctor's attention.
Yes, sir. And the comms will shut off.
Sounds like
Obo,
you
don't
have
fuck
some
around.
internal strife on your vessel.
With so many nobles, so much bad blood, you'd be surprised how often I have to take care of this stuff.
Yes, of course. I would like to do my best not to contribute to that as long as I'm here, and I hope not to be here too long.
If the conflict between our two families becomes public knowledge, it's best you stay away from the Megaras. Or the
Of course.
Megaras.
I will do my best.
Yes. So, let me ask you, how long is your stay going to be, and where are you currently staying?
Do I know how long my stay's going to be, VT?
Basically, the familiars have said stay as long as it takes, and they've arranged for you to have moderate quarters.
Okay. Then she will say, give me just 1 second. Hopefully no longer than a week or two.
No longer than a week or two, maybe permanent if we think that this should last. So,
Yes.
She doesn't seem too pleased by that, does she?
I'm gonna roll deceive. I don't have it trained, but I'll roll her fellowship.
oh,
think
you
you should
chose
roll.
poorly.
I think you should roll perception to see if he notices what he's done.
Well, it would be scrutiny, actually, to look into something like that. Sorry, did Scout roll something?
I want to roll fellowship to
Okay.
to conceal the fact that she's not too keen on the idea of staying very long.
Yep, go ahead and we have a custom fate reroll thing that's a lot like the Shadowrun Edge roll. So if
Okay.
you do reroll with fate, you get to add your fate as a bonus.
Oh yes,
times
I'm
10.
familiar with this.
Okay,
Okay. That's a 60.
right. And we haven't finished your build, but where did your charisma start?
It was 38, and it's a prime stat.
Sorry, it started at what?
38.
38. Okay. For some reason, it looks like I didn't actually record your character anywhere. Where did you put your bonus roll?
I put it in
Willpower?
Yeah,
Okay. So even if you were to take all of your advances, that you still only be at 53. But then again, you could probably also put points into deceive. So I'd say that would be just a base failure at this point.
I'm tempted to say that it should be in willpower instead of fellowship based on what we've hashed out, or in fellowship instead of willpower based on what we've hashed out. But I'm not entirely sure, because if it's in fellowship, then her willpower is going to kind of suck.
Well, no, you put the bonus into willpower, but I'm saying we haven't finished your build yet, so we don't know how many points you're putting into fellowship.
No, what I'm saying is I'm
gonna
tempted to say the bonus would be I'm tempted to say that maybe it would make more sense to have the bonus in fellowship, but I don't know.
Well, no, we wanted her willpower high because she's in the clergy. But
yes.
you could then get to spend experience points to increase both of those further. But even if you were to increase fellowship to max, it would still only be 53 or whatever. But I'm just going to say 60 was a base failure. Do you want to use a fate point to reroll?
How many do I have? Just one?
I think, yeah, you got unlucky in that regard.
Yeah, I have just one. I'm not going to reroll that.
All right. Now, in this case, Dalius rolls scrutiny. So that's based off of your perception.
Oh, plus 20 as well. Okay, so let me just see exactly how high that would be before I roll. If I can get this fucking. Okay, there we go. So it would be 68. I have to roll under.
Sorry, according